Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, at least 4 minutes till this afternoon, so still good morning. Hope we're doing good today. It's Friday. We're gonna get to work on this belting. And what I want to do is make the attempt at blueprinting each side of these so that we can just boogie down this, right? And I want to maybe possibly well, let's check how wide these things are first. I think they're only 4 wide. They're only 4 wide, so we can do this in already auto saving. We can do this in a Mark 1. I want to try to add some come on, thank you. I want to try to add some lighting into this. Up lighting or down lighting? I'm not sure yet. All right, where do we want to start this? We're just right on the edge. You know what? I don't think we need these because we're not going to run these. Go straight on here. And we're going to do 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're... Ooh. Can I put that there? Okay, we may have to rethink that. I thought I could put that right on the edge there. It appears I cannot. All right, so what I think we'll do is we'll run these here. I'll run them on the other side and then I'll delete these. That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll just do the same thing here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So how do we want to try and do this? How do I want to put lighting in here? How do we want to do this? Don't necessarily want to put like a big sign on the bottom. What if we do, all right, let's 5, 1, 2, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, that makes it easy. So 5, 1, 2, and the rest are 5s. Let's just run a couple of them and see how we want to do this. That's kind of a cool looking glow. I don't think we would need that the whole way, right? Be a lot. Especially if you're doing every row, right? It's kind of cool, but are you going to see? I mean, you'll see it from the side. Now that may look cool from the top, on the top row. Let's see here. Connect. No, that's not what you wanted. It may just look better running it from... How do I want to do this? Let's make it dark and pause it. I want to keep this... So I want to be able to see it from up above, right? That's not going to give me anything up above. That is not going to give me anything up above. Yeah, I don't like that. I thought I was going to like that, but I don't like that. It's weird how this color gives off that blue color on the belts. We need something in here. We can't just have... We just can't have random belts going, right? We need something. What is that something going to be? Do we do... I mean, that's kind of cool. What color do we want, though? Hmm? That could look good. Okay, let's, how do we want to do this? Kind of need that, though. Okay, overlap. So we need to do... What do we need to do? We need to do there. And a quarter tick. Half tick. Half tick. Too much. Yeah, I was gonna say, these should fit. It's gonna be too much. That's a lot. But then again, we're covering it up, right? Oh, I can't. All right. We need to run all these first. Let's turn the light back on. Okay, these were all marked 5 on the bottom. I guess the question is going to be, do you really need these big, do you really need these big guys? If you're only going to see a portion of it? I don't know the answer to that. Come on, stop it. Hey, Orbital. How are you today? See, you can't even really see that underneath there. I don't know if that's our solution. Since these are so jam-packed. I mean, it works here because these are Mark 1 and 2s, right? But the Mark 5s are so tight. I don't know. I don't think that's our solution. Because we're just never going to see it. I'm not bad. I mean, it's Friday, right? I've been thinking about since the last stream. I'm thinking about what I was going to do here for running these, you know, all the way across there. And now that I've started doing what I thought would be good in my head, it's not what I anticipated. The lumen setting? You mean just for the sign specifically, or if I've got anything changed in the it's 3 glossy, but I've got some stuff changed in the engine file. See if I can't find that. I've got it somewhere. Saved it in a Word document so I could look at it. Yeah, so I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different settings that I put in. See, I can just pop this up on let me share my screen. So these right here are the different settings that I've put in. And I played with these. I just did a whole bunch of Googling, right? And these popped up. Oh, the global illumination. I think medium. But I do have these in the engine file. It helps with the light showing. Like some of these, like the shaft lights, this, you know, the shaft light 0 makes it when you put those street lamps and what's it called, the big wall lights, you don't have those shafts coming off of it, that sort of thing. But then let's see here, options, video, yeah, medium moody dark is the global settings. Yeah, so again, if everything was this spacing, that'd look cool, but we're not gonna be able to see anything from up above. So I think I'm gonna nix that. Yeah, I changed the engine file. Or added stuff into it, right? I mainly was doing it when I was playing with the, building the power pyramid that's way over here. Because I wasn't happy. I mean, I'm way too far now. But I wasn't happy with how close you had to get to the pyramid before the... I got a whole bunch of signs on the exterior that like lighted up. And I wasn't happy with how far... How close you had to be to it for those to show up. So I just did some Google research on that, and there's, I forget which setting it was, but it helps. Like, I mean, you still have to get fairly close, but if you stack the conveyors with more space, maybe. Yeah, but I don't want to do that because I like how this ended up. I thought about that, but I've got enough room for like walkway on this side, walkway on this side, and walkway on this side. Like, it's evenly spaced. Because dumb luck, I ended up with a square number of belts, 90 belts, and it worked out pretty evenly. So I don't want to splay them out like that until I get down there to the train station. So once we get way down here, I want to break them apart. But down this run, I want to keep them together. But so I did play with this, I think probably before you jumped on. Played with this idea. Just gonna move you over here in case I need you again. And now I need one of the signs. Go steal one of these guys. So I played with this idea, which it would look really cool from the side. But I don't think it would be what I want, because I won't be able to see it from the top, because there'll be belts on top of it, right? I'm lagging when I'm putting these signs down. Alright, so it creates a nice little... Let me turn that off. Get a little glow, kind of. Looks pretty cool. But once I run a belt on top of it, can't see jack from above, right? So, cool idea for the side. Which I wouldn't even have to do that all the way across, really, because when you're looking from the side, you're only going to see... You'd only see this first row anyway. So I could do that running up like this left side and maybe this right side facing this way. That could kind of solve that problem, but I still need to... Let's just go ahead and do that now. You know, that solves... What are we doing here? Right there. That solves the looking from the side dilemma, right? But it doesn't necessarily solve the top down. Some massive frame drops putting these signs in. I don't know if you can see that on the stream or not. Maybe lights only on the exterior. Yeah, we may. And I mean, because I kind of want a I don't need these. Because you know, I kind of want to have a glass roof stuck up above, right? Or some fashion. So maybe I can throw some lighting on that. Have it partially. Let me think here for a second. Let me think. What could we do for the top? You know, because I also don't want to don't want to block the look of the view of the belts, right? That's the whole point of running this. Why is I thought I paused. I did not pause it. Pause. Thank you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want it that much. I need it dark. Where's the darkest? Right there. I am probably going to stream for 3 more hours. That's my goal. That is my goal right now. At least 2, but 3. I'm kind of multitasking today. I'm working and streaming. So if you hear some pauses, it's me muting my mic to answer a work phone call or email or something. Why is that not? I feel like this is at the wrong spot. It is at the wrong spot. How did that happen? Did I not rotate it properly? Oh, we can get rid of these though. You can't even see them anyway. That one didn't go. That is correct. Yeah, that looks right. All right, we'll see you a bit, Orbital. Boom, boom, boom. All right, sorry about that. That was one of those times I was working on a call. All right, oh, that one ran too far out. that's where it needs to be. Okay, I think we like this from the side. This is the color we want. Let's go look and see what our other stacks here were. Mark 4, Mark 5. Yeah, now that looks pretty cool. But do I like that blue? I don't like that blue though. It's doing a weird thing. Like this is like neon green, but for some reason this reflection is just, it's straight blue. Oh no, it's not. This is blue. This is not my neon. What? There's no way. What did... These are not blue. These are blue. Interesting. So the neon green I used over in the pyramid, that's what I was going for. No wonder it looks quote unquote blue, because it is blue. Hold on. Let's change these to that neon green. That's what I was going for. Copy. Why is this not copy paste? Copy paste not working on the... Oh, there it goes. We have to get it from the... That's because I have them overlapped. That's what's going on. It doesn't know which one to grab. We'll just spam Control V here and hopefully catch them all. Like I think we missed one around there. Did miss one right here. There it is. Okay, that is the look I was going for. Oops. Okay, so let's do this on the other side. No, we don't need the detonator. Alright, that one's crooked. No. This one's wrong again, this middle one. Why is that middle one the only one that's doing that? There we go. Okay, I'm liking this. Let's get all the belts ran, and then we can kind of see what we want to do for the top. Turn the light back on. Okay, second row. Already ran that one. So we got Mark 3, Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 3, Mark 2, 5, Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5. So do 3, 5, 5, 3. This is critical we get it right. 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Did 3, 5, 5, 3, 2, and the rest were 5s, right? Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank you. Okay. We may not necessarily even need to build the lighting into this blueprint for the top down. Like we can run one and just kind of see one or two, see how it goes. Because this is gonna be resource heavy anyway. So we already ran this one for 5, 3, 5, 1. Five, 3, 5. Probably could have just jotted this down, right? Really get there. All right, so 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. They're all 5s. That makes it much easier. I think the other side's got more randomness to it. The hell am I? Here I am. These are just Mark 5s all the way across. Okay, how does that look? I like that. That's going to look cool from the side. Again, we're not going to see anything in the middle. We'll see the top. Again, I don't think I need to add lighting to the top right now. Let's save this before we lose it. Okay, so we're going to do get factory. Left side built highway. Left side of the output belts highway. Oops. Going from towers to train. Oh. And just pick a belt. Mark 1's fine. Let's pick our neon green. And then ingot factory. We're gonna have to make a new category. Are we not? Are. Let's put it in undefined for now. And then we'll move it. Undefined, yes, 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 yes. Say blueprint. Okay, let's see if this works. Moment of truth. Like I said, I've done the, oh, we're not ready. I lied. I want to get rid of these on this side. Missed one. Missed one. Save. Now we're ready. So I've done the auto connect blueprints with the belting. I have never done it with multiple. I've done it with multiple belts, multiple different belts. Like there's mark 1 through 5 on this, right? I'm hoping we want blueprint. Actually, we don't need blueprint. We just want regular auto connect for now. And then we can blueprint it after this one gets connected. Right, so the test is, and it looks like I grabbed them all. And that's the maximum we can go. Okay, so here's gonna be our next problem. It's gonna extend. Dang it. Okay, I didn't think about this. Bear with me before I click this thing. My lights are gonna be installed in the blueprint, but it's not gonna be installed in the section that's auto connecting, correct? And then when I go to delete it, if I need to delete it, those belts will be part of the blueprint. We're doing it. We're gonna see what happens. That's a pretty cool animation. Okay, I did it. First, let's check to see if it actually did the belts. 5, mark 5, mark 5, mark. It did. It did the belts. Awesome. And this is what I was afraid of. I'm gonna have this gap in the lighting. Let's build another one. Oh, goodness, it ate up a lot of sheets. We have to go grab some sheets. Alright, let's do blueprint auto connect now. No, we're gonna do auto. Default. Oh, I'm short on sheets. Okay. Well, we need 1,000 sheet. That's my entire... We're gonna have to go over to the storage here in a second. We'll fly over. Let's get one more down, then we'll fly over there. Okay, well, that didn't work. Okay, we need 851 aluminum sheets. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're there. What are we missing now? We shouldn't be missing anything. Yeah, I need to decide if I'm gonna like this gap in the lights. I don't think I am gonna like it. But what I could do is build a blueprint. I could figure out how many of these signs I need to go here. I could do that real quick. See if we could do that. We already have the locations. Well, first we need to ask ourselves, do we mind the gaps? Don't like the gaps. Let's look at it from this side. Well, I don't know. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess we could fill in one side and I can... Let's see, how many would this be? 1, 2. Definitely not doing this by hand. 3, 4, 5. So 6 of them. No, we don't want blueprint. Get off of that. Thank you. Auto save. So really, I need to adjust this blueprint for 6. Let's get rid of all these belts. Got this saved so we can come back to it. Mark 2s. No more Mark 2s. You go, you go. Let's get rid of all of you. So we need 6. Where do we want 6 at? I mean, heck, probably just the first 6, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the same thing over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, this should get us Ingot Factory. Let's just call this Belt Highway Lights. Lights for Ingot Factory Belt Highway. Sign. Thank you. Sorry, I'm doing some work-related tasks while I'm thinking about this. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go run this and see if it works. Blueprints, undefined. This guy. Damn near. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. If that works, I'll be pleasantly surprised and happy. Good work. All right, then let's do another one right here. Want you here and here. You out of the way. All right, we need to go pick up some materials. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna run over. All right, we're gonna go pick up a bunch of aluminum here. So that's obviously going to be our tipping point. For being able to run these belts in a relative steady pace. I'm gonna grab what I've got here. Fly back over there. Just take you all. Wonder if I should take. I'm gonna leave some in the coffers. Not a lot. I'm gonna leave some in the coffers. It'll fill up pretty quick. All right, let's go back over here, and then I'm gonna take a quick little break. I've been going about an hour. Need to refill my coffee and a restroom break. And then I think what we need to do is just run this left side as far as we can run it. Then I can build the right side blueprint, which is basically gonna be the left side blueprint, just changing all the belts. Okay, well, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's run. Let's get you out of the way. All right, let's run a handful of these. So we're not blueprint, default, auto connect. I bet we're gonna have to wait for this whole thing to build before we can. Oh, maybe not. We're gonna test the limits here. Let's run the lights. Autosave. What are we doing here? There it goes. Welcome back. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a problem with our materials here. I'm going to run out really quick. All right, we want regular auto connect. Let's see, I've got 13,000 aluminum sheets. So let's see how far, and we're taking 851. So basically we do 13 of these. Call it 14. Which should get us to the train depot. Should. Ooh. What am I running into? Why is this going diagonal? All right. I don't want that. I do not have a lot of room to work here. Now I got more room. It is 30-ish belt madness. I mean, this is actually 45 belts. They got 90 total. This is just the left side. And like I said, I think my concern's going to be my aluminum sheet count is going to be tested here. All right, all of you can go. Uh-oh. Damn it. Figured that was going to happen at some point. I was off. I figured that would happen at some point. But I could probably just turn the sun back on, help me see a little bit better. Let's do that. One more. That's not in the right spot. All right, we made it. All right, let's get these light blueprints in. Yes, actually, I'm glad you asked that, because I don't want to keep running over here and doing this and then running back. You're talking about these signs, right? Because I did do a blueprint to fill in the gaps on the sides, but I am going to make a blueprint that captures these so I can just go down there and plop it in. Because I don't want to go do the whole back and forth, back and forth, back and forth thing. That's just not something I'm interested in. We still got a good amount of all clads, but not a ton. We've got 7,500. So as long as we're not all Mark 5s, we should have enough in the coffers to do this whole right side. What does this look like from above? That's going to look good once I get materials running on it. Let's go over here and look at it from the side. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, I appreciate it. The true test for me is like the finish looks like what I had in my head. It doesn't happen often. All right, we need to build. We need to build the right side. This is just gonna be a matter of replacing belts. Literally, that's all it's gonna be. All right, Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5. You know what I may have to do? I may just have to delete. Because I can't, well, no, I can upgrade them from the ends. Just do it that way. Okay, Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 4, Mark 2. So 5, 5, 4, 2. 135, 5, 5, 4, 2. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So the bottom is going to be nothing but 5s after the Mark 2. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so those all match. That was easy enough. All right, second level. 2, 1, 4, 3. 2, 1, 4, 3. It was 4, 3, right? 2, 1, 4, 3. 2, 1, 4, 3. It was 5, 5, 2. 5, 5, 2. 2, 5, 3. 2, 5, oops. 3. 2, 5, 3. 5, 5, 5, 5. So the rest should be 5s. Which they are. So we should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s and then a 3 is where we should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Perfect. Right at the top. 2, 4, 5, 3. 2, 4, 5, 3. I probably should just write this down. 2, 4, 5, 3. 4, 2, 5, 5, 5. Okay, we're gonna get lost here. 4, 2, 5, 5. Let's just do that. 4, 2, 5, 5. Four, 2, 5, 5. Okay. 4, 2, 5, 5. Okay. 5, 4, 1. 5, 4, 1. The rest are 5s. Three, 5. don't think that was a Mark 1. Hold on. It wasn't. It was 4-1 and then 5s. How many 5s do we have? 4. Let's see if we did the math right. One, two, three, 4. These should all be 5s. Holy smoke. Okay, they are. So let's save this as right. Right. Save. Oop, auto connect. Looks like we're about to run out of reinforced iron plates. Yep, that's exactly what we ran out of. Okie dokie. Then let's run the lights and wait for that to rebuild. Rebuild its stock. I'm glad I fit this walkway in here. It's gonna end up being nice. The only unfortunate thing about this is we're really only going to see the materials on the top, right? Unless you kind of get down in here and we can see everything running. I mean, but once I get down here to the train station area, it'll I'm gonna have to open it up, right? Because I'm gonna have to break all these up to go to the different platforms. All right, let's see how many we Forged iron plates. I mean, it filled up pretty quick. Let's see what else we're short on. Maybe I can go. Just hang out there for a second. So this takes 60 rods. That's not a problem. 330 iron plates is fine. 60 concrete. All clad. Quartz crystal's fine. My encased industrial beams may end up being an issue. Those don't refill too fast. Alright, let's just see how far we can get. I feel like that one was off. No? No, it's not off. Sure looked like it though. What am I doing here? Stuck between the train tracks. Yeah, we don't, what are we doing? I don't want to do that. Why are you doing that? Guess we gotta stay right here. Nope, it's still wanting to do. Okay. It makes 0 sense. There it goes. Look at that lag. Holy smokes. I bet I dropped down to 10 frames there. I did not like that one bit. Oh, that's not right. Nope. Come on. Thank you. That's correct. That's it. We made it. That's weird. Nudge it from here. I think it was trying to grab that train blueprint. That's it. We did it. We're done. Well, I say we're done. Got it to where I wanted it. What I need to do now is build the blueprint for signs. Where are we going to build that? It's not going to let me build it there. Can I build it out here in the middle? Sure, why not? Well, it's somewhere close so I don't have to go far. That should work. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass regardless. Did not want it there. There. Yeah, this is gonna be a royal pain in the ass. Hello? That was weird. I forgot where I was at. 3 across the bottom. Oh, right. No, I've already forgotten which one that was. Second, silicone. Silica, not silicone, silica. First copper. Second copper. Third copper. Fourth copper. A little redundant at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth copper. Three more. 3 more. 6. 7. Last one. Building's nice, but troubleshooting. Oh, no joke. Like, that's the one thing that I'm dreading with this entire factory. I've literally been doing it for 200 hours, right? Like, there's got to be, there's got to be hefty mistakes, right? Hefty, hefty, hefty. And I haven't thought of a way. You have a rocket fuel factory that breaks every week. Oh, well, that's fun. So I haven't thought of a way to... Let me rephrase this. What I've been trying to figure out and think about is how I want to turn this thing on, right? Do I just want to start with, let's run all the limestone and let's just turn the concrete factory on, right? Or do I just want to like set everything up and just let it go? I haven't really determined. I think I want to do one factory at a time, but the problem is going to be is like concrete one's easy because it's just limestone, but the silica one's going to be not that easy. What's this? Because I got to get quartz and limestone. So it's like I do quartz, limestone, and the quartz one, I can turn these three on at once. Maybe Caterium, but then when I start having to get coal and iron and like, I don't know where you start and stop that. Like, yeah, for sure. But, you know, it's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Like, two of them. You can't, like, the problem with just pumping everything in and just letting it go is there's so much going on that it's not like you can go through and troubleshoot quickly. Like, it'll take you much longer to troubleshoot doing it that way. So yeah, I need to plan that out once we get past this part. Plus the other part of this is I need to put, so since I don't have anywhere for this material to go, for me to pressure test this entire system, I need to sink all this stuff. So I need to find 90 locations for 90 sinks somewhere. Two, three, five. These are all the same. Okay, these are literally all the same. I don't need to keep going back and forth. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you always want to fill your get everything filled with water first, which I did. Yes, correct. So everything is full with water, ready to go, powered on. So yes, step one of the problem solving is I've ensured that I can get water and have water everywhere that needs water. So, like I said, my first inclination is let's do quartz, limestone, and quartz and limestone will knock out three factories, right? 3 of the 8. Then Caterium will knock out the 4th. So you could do what did I just do? You could do quartz, limestone, and Caterium and knock out half this factory. Tower-wise, quantity, right? But not volume, because obviously copper, iron, steel, and aluminum are significantly more. And then copper and iron are only going to take copper and iron. You know, steel's going to take the iron ingots and coal. So the problem is there, right? Let's just go over there real quick. Now that we're off on a tangent. So here's the steel. That's aluminum. Here's steel. No. Holy crap. Where am I? This is steel. This is a steel tower. That's outputs. Where's my inputs? These are my inputs. So all of this right here, I've got 9,200 iron ingots that are feeding the steel, factory tower. Plus I have coal coming in, right? So I don't have a backup system, which is probably 100% my fault. So this steel, or this iron, once it starts coming through here, if I don't have coal going in here, this is all going to back up. And it's going to back up the entire way. And I don't remember what my ramifications of that are. I mean, it just back up down the line, right? So the inputs would be, the iron ore would just back up, and then it'd just go all the way back to the source. For the sinking smart splitter, prioritizing the trash, then when you want to turn it on, you just delete. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I just got to find, like, those damn things are so large. Let's just roll over there. Let me save this. We're going to save this first. This is ingot factory, left side, signs. Oop, just hit the mic. All right. Define signs for belt highway, left side. Boom, 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 boom. Make it our neon. Which sign do we want? We use this guy, portrait sign. Save. So we should be able to just go down here and plop this thing down. Moment of truth. $100 says I put it in backwards. Ooh. Did not. Should have taken that bet. All right, that's way easier than the back and forth. Now all I have to do for the right side is change them. But anyway, so what I'm thinking, let's actually check it here. Sync. I think I'm just making multiple levels, right? Like, how much do these take up? I don't even know how much these take up. Oops, wrong button. They use 2 foundations? Hope if I would have put these properly. Yeah, they use 2 foundations. I don't even know how many foundations I've got. But I've thought about doing 2 levels like this. Not gonna let me do that, is it? And I'd have to go higher. Yeah, that's not. But I can bring it forward. Also, just do a second level. I just don't want it going through up here. So that would be the highest right there. You could go. So something similar to that. Backup really isn't a problem. You fill it up. Power switches. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And what my theory also on that is I don't mind the raw resources backing up because they're just going to back up into the. Oh, let's go up here. The containers, right, that I've got at the drop-offs underneath here, right? They'll back up here. They'll back up into here. Then they'll back up into the actual train. And then they'll back up to where they're coming from. And I can just have sinks over there, just sink in the stuff if the platform's full to source. So anyway, so this is kind of my thought of how I would fit 90 of these things in. So if I double stacked them, that's 45, right? And we said that these take up two foundations. So we only need 90 foundations. How many do I have? These are blueprints. They're 5x5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what did I say? 45. 45 divided, so 9 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got enough room that if I did something like this, I can fit all the sinks in, which would be perfect. Right, and then I'll like I said, once I get these belts to kind of this point, well, maybe I may have to do it a little bit sooner. So these are gonna all have to start breaking apart and going, because some of these are going to the base factory, electronics factory, Tyrium, no, base factory, control systems, computer factory, so these are all gonna have to break apart and start, they're gonna have to get rather spaghetti-ish and run along there, and then I can break off and have a smart splitter, you know, go into the sinks along this side and then run them left to get to the platforms. All right, let's go build this other one. Actually, you know what? 2-hour mark. I'm gonna take a break. Yep, I'm gonna take a break. So, Orbital, I'll be back. If you can hang out, great. If you gotta go, that's cool too. But maybe 5-10 minutes. I'll put my be right back screen on and be right back. back. Let's see. Catch up on the chat. But in the end, why don't you want to sync anything? Searching for a flat consumption line, or just trying to make sure everything's running fine. Because the only reason I'm going to be syncing stuff is because I don't have pop the map open. I don't have the train network finished or the locations of where I want all these factories, so that there's nowhere for it to go. But I want to stress test all this stuff prior to that, if that makes sense. So we'll fill up all the containers at the platforms, or just sync everything, right? I can check flow rates, because I'll have to double check, right? Like, is this actually flowing at 600? Which that may take hours and hours of this thing running. But in the meantime, you know, I can be building the train network and picking the locations for these different factories. All right, let's I want to do this. I really want to do copy paste. Like, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's almost better just to rebuild these, is it not? It'll almost be quicker than copy paste, because I can just use my mouse. All right, all these aluminums are the same. That's not aluminum. Those aluminums are the same. This is iron. But when I get to the aluminums, they're the same. Those will be quick and easy. Steels are all pretty close to the same too, I think. Let's look. We got 4 780s and then a 660. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 660s. Okay, these are all 720, so 322. No, you're in the wrong spot. Okay, easy enough. All right, so 3 660s and then 1. One, 2, 3, 1. $270, $660. $120, 2 780s. feel like I'm off. I'm not off. Okay. 780 and 240. Uh, 440 and 80. 400. Let me just plop these down. I'll change them real quick. 40. 80. Okay. All right. Just got to get the top row. 120, 400. $675, $220, $300. $200, $300. Is that right? Nope. 220 and 300. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh shoot! You know what? I can't do that. I can't do that. Damn it! Hold on. These are going to different places. Hold on. Aluminum. That would have really screwed me. Shit. You know what I did? We gotta start over. I'm off. I was trying to make it easier and made it worse. Base computer, turbo motor computer. Base computer, turbo computer, electronic base, heavy frame. Okay, so we do have 4 heavy frames at 780. Okay. 1, 3, 4. Yep, I got ahead of myself. Okay, both of these are advanced iron. Aluminums are all going to the aluminum, so that's not a problem. Okay. 3 660s for advanced iron is accurate. Tried to make it easier on myself and just made it harder. Okay, steel. And then a 780 heavy frame, so we can steal one of those. Just don't take shortcuts. Steel, heavy frame, steel. All 780. Steel, heavy frame, steel. Okay, 3 more should get us, right? Yep. All right, and that's a 660 advanced iron. I think we've got one of those over there. We do, right here. Okay. Right side. All right, let's just spot check. This should be a Mark II. It is. Mark IV, Mark V, Mark III. Perfect. We're going to assume that's good to go. Okay, so do I want to leave? I probably want to leave all these over here. I'm not going to delete them just in case I've got an error somewhere, right? You can go. All right, blueprints for the belts. Done. Run Conterium to tower. Why did I need to do that? Oh, I had stopped it right here. That's right. I needed to snake him through somewhere. You can go. Now, where are we going to sneak this Caterium through? So we've got to come over here. Oh, and I needed to flip this because originally I was going to bring the Caterium in from here. So yeah, we need to somehow get it through here. 4 belts. I can just bring them. Do I have enough room to bring them through here? Get 2 through there. Or I could just bring them all up through here. Why do I have 3 lines? Because I'm breaking one of them up. Not the blueprint. Mm-hmm. What was this? Mark 3. Well, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Here to use so you don't grab them accidentally. I don't like that. Well, this is what we can do. Now, I don't want to do that either. Son of a... What we need to do, we need to go... I can't make it that tight, can I? No, that's not going to turn there. That's not going to make it. And I don't know if I've got enough room this way. Clipping? Not really. Where in the world did you... How did you get there? Yeah, this isn't going to work either. That's going to be too close, isn't it? I need to go there. There. convoluted mess. So we don't need you. And then what were we gonna do here? Just curve them? Sure, why not? Okay, that works. Where are we even going to here? We need to get. Need to get on this plane. Curious. Those will reach. They will. They need to be pretty, right? I'll take that. Let's see, this is gonna be Mark 3. Gotta go in the wrong way. Gotta fix it up. Fix this other one. Okay, can we... Nope. Nope. Alright, yeah, how did that happen? Put him in the wrong spot, that's how that happened. Okay. $780. Just breaking the other one up. All right, so how do we want to... Actually, nope. No. Actually do this. And that eliminates both of those. Slow these down so we know what they're doing. You go away. Actually bring you here. And then that would mean we just need this other 780 right here. Actually, we probably want to pull. Because I said I had to split these, right? It's a Mark III, so I need a splitter. That's not work. And what would have been nice if I'd have done is... It doesn't matter. I just don't have these next to where they need to be. Oh, we're not in the right spot. No. Okay, we just need to flip these two and call it a day. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're about there. We are about there. And I think, I know I said it was going to go 3 hours. I may call it after this. All right, that's all done. That's boom, 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 boom. Terrarium's done. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave that sign there. There's no harm, no foul with leaving that. All right, well, heck, I think I've gotten everything I wanted to really get done, and that went way faster than I was anticipating. So I'm gonna fly around here real quick. Good spot to get a thumbnail. It's kind of cool. Turn the flashlight off. I still haven't checked that. It's on my here. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Copy. Paste. All right. We're gonna say orbital needs me. I can't type. To find rogue unpowered pump. There we go. It's in the to-do list. I cannot forget now. Let's see, what other picture do I want? This would be kind of cool, kind of going down like that. Ooh, what if I did? That's kind of a cool shot. I got plenty of ones to play with here. That's a cool shot. That's a little jumbled. I don't think you'd get the same, like the bright perception of what that actually is. What if we come from this side? Ooh. Right there. That's a good one. Hold on. No, went the wrong way. I want that planet to go over there. Right there. dropped in. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna call it a day. You feel better. It cannot be missed now. It's in the to-do list. So, all right, well, appreciate everybody jumping on, watching Orbital. Thanks for the chat. And I will see everybody next time. Bye.